Sydney Sweeney is a really good example of chironic wound in astrology. Her natal Venus conjuncts Chiron in Scorpio in the 11th house. Venus conjunct Chiron is a representation of a wound of self-worth, beauty, and embodiment. It can show up as a wound of relating as well because Venus rules relationships. This is so much deeper than that because the conjunction is happening in the sign of Scorpio, embedding the qualities of Pluto and Scorpio into this wound. The wound takes on a flavor of sexual nature. Her sexual magnetism with that Scorpio closely conjunct the ascendant line actually becomes her wounding mechanism. Sexuality is something she leads with, but it backfires, corroding her sense of self. She leans into her sexual appeal, but this is not coming from a sense of power. This ends up being a drain to her self-worth. With a square from Neptune to Chiron Venus means there is a misrepresentation of the sexuality. She can take on qualities of a chameleon and become what they want her to be, what men want her to be. And that comes at a cost of authenticity and truly embodying your own self-worth. Chiron in the 11th house means there's a wound of being accepted in your community, by your friends, by your peers. It's a really painful placement for a Chiron to be because as human beings, we crave and lean on those human connections that keep us safe, give us validation and camaraderie. Venus-Chiron connections can also manifest as wounds relating to other women. Her relationships with other women can be quite troubled and have a lot of issues. What's interesting is that JonBenet Ramsey also had a Chiron-Venus conjunction. She was a tiny beauty queen, literally wounded for her beauty. Chiron-Venus individuals can actually feel appreciated and loved for how they look, but the wound is coming from what is beyond that? What is beyond appreciating me for my appearance type of thing? If it's a true issue that's reoccurring in a lifetime, astrology always emphasizes it more than once. We also have Black Moon Lilith on the midheaven. When activated like right now through the nodal transits, this is dealing and facing the female rage. And Sydney Sweeney right now is really getting a lot of negative feedback from the female community, the way she's representing herself currently in all the products that she is backing up, which also relates to Venus. Venus, Chiron, and Scorpio, this is other people's money, other people's resources, and how she's receiving those resources based on what she has to do with her body and her appearance. It is a major traumatic wound of its own. To feel beautiful and wanted for how amazingly attractive and hot you are, but not being respected by the people who use this beauty and who use your body, and also being rejected by your tribe, the women. This can feel incredibly lonely and isolating, and extremely beautiful people can run into it when they only find self-worth through the way they look, through their appeal.